September is officially here. We have dropped from the 90s to the high 80s, so we're calling that a little bit of a win. We are slowly getting a little bit closer to fall, and I'm very excited about that. But while that is the case, I'm definitely not ready to fully do fall. Like, I don't want to decorate my house yet. I'm not, I don't know, pulling out all of the fall flavors or anything like that. But I am ready to start to ease my way into that direction at least. I'm definitely not in like my full-blown summer mood anymore. So we're just easing our way into fall this year and doing that by welcoming in September in a few ways. Something that always makes me feel a little bit cozy is baking. I feel like fall and autumn in general is just like a great time to be in the kitchen. That sounds kind of weird, but like baking and cooking like warm, cozy meals is one of my favorite things to do as the weather starts to cool down. And while it's definitely not cool outside, I did want to sort of ring in September by making a little sweet treat today. I'm thinking we're gonna do like a brown butter chocolate chip banana bread. So that sounds really, really good. And while it's not totally fall, it's just a delicious treat and I'm excited to make it. I also wanted to kind of set my intentions for fall. Maybe make our fall bucket list, our autumn bucket list. And yeah, kind of just get my mind, I don't know. I feel like it's a fun way to like start fall without having to spend any money or, I don't know, do anything crazy. If you're new here, I'm a 27-year-old stay-at-home mom. I have 2 girls and another one on the way coming in December. So this fall is going to be a little bit different for us in that I'm definitely going to be nesting, making our home cozy and clean and organized and ready for this baby, while also I just want to soak up the time that I have with my 2 girls being where they're at now. It always just changes everything to add another baby to the family. So just want to soak up the time that we have together as a family of 4 this autumn. And yeah, that's kind of what is going to be the focus of this video. So I hope you'll stick around, keep watching, and subscribe if you like the video. It's a little bit different today because I don't have any of my kids here to bake with me, which is kind of nice to be able to just do it by myself. My baby's upstairs napping and my daughter's playing with a friend, so we're just baking on our own today, which is exciting. So let me pull up my recipe and we will get started on some brown butter chocolate chip banana bread. We get to start with my favorite part of any brown butter recipe, and that is browning the butter because it makes my house smell so good. So let's start this. I didn't discover brown butter until like 2 years ago, and I'm amazed that I ever went that long without it because it's just smells so good, tastes so good. Who knew that burning your butter basically would make it so much better? All right, so I'm gonna start with my dry ingredients now. We're doing 2 cups of flour, 1 and 2. I think I need to ask for new measuring spoons for Christmas because my set has definitely seen better days. This one has gone down the garbage disposal like 3 times, and I just bend it back and it's looking rough. It's feeling rough. And half a teaspoon of baking powder. It's asking for half a teaspoon of salt, but I did salted butter instead of unsalted, so I'm gonna do a 4th teaspoon. And then we're doing a 4th teaspoon of cinnamon. Oops. That's cute. Very cute. So I've measured out 480 grams of bananas. That came to 4 bananas for me, just shy of 4 bananas. It calls for like 2 cups, but I have no idea what 2 cups of banana means, so just use the weight measurement instead. I would love to know what some of your favorite fall activities to do are, whether that's like by yourself or with a friend or a partner or your whole family, whatever. I would love to know what your favorite like non-negotiable fall bucket list items are. We have quite a few that we like have to hit every year, but honestly, I love a tradition and I feel like you can never have too many. So I'd love to hear your favorites so I can maybe add them to my list too. All right, now I'm going to add my brown sugar to my brown butter, and I'm gonna whisk it for a minute to get some air in there. So we're gonna try and make it fluffy. Honestly, when it comes to chocolate chips and anything, I just measure with my heart. Even a scoop to get it out, but we don't care how much it says to put in. We're just doing it until it feels right. Here is the loaf. Hopefully, she turns out well. We'll pop her in and see how it goes. All right, while that bread is baking, I wanted to sit down and like write out physically our autumn bucket list. I've already been brainstorming a little bit here and there about what I want to add to this. When my kids are back, I want to ask them what they want to do too, but this is going to be like our first little rundown and we can add to it. So I've got this paper. I wrote very badly our autumn bucket list, if you can see that. And we're just gonna write down some things that we want to do this upcoming autumn season. So let's see. First up, and these are like not in any particular order, like one is not gonna be more important than 10. But I want to do a autumn, oh, this pen is a little bit not working. All right, we're switching colors. An autumn walk around Silver Lake, which is a lake that is in the canyon close to my parents' house. In the fall, the colors are beautiful, and there's like a boardwalk and a path that goes all the way around the lake. It's just a wonderful time. So I'd love to bundle up and do that. We want to have our annual chili bonfire at the canyon. That's something that we do every year with my family. We just find a little picnic spot up the canyon amongst the fall colors and yeah, just like take advantage of the beauty around us. We eat chili, we roast s'mores, all that kind of good thing. I definitely want to bake some pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. That's my favorite autumn treat. Right along with that, I want to bake a pie This will probably be like for Thanksgiving, I'm assuming, which is arguably in the winter, but at some point I want to bake a pie because it's not really something I've ever done, and it just seems very festive to me. Of course, we have to visit a pumpkin patch at some point. And with that, we are going to either carve or paint pumpkins. I'm not sure. My kids are 1 and 3, so I don't know if we're quite in our pumpkin carving era yet, but carve/paint pumpkins. There is a like Halloween themed fright light thing that is put on in the city that we used to live. And I think we're gonna make the trip back just for that. It'll be a late night and that will pay for that for the rest of the week after, but I definitely want to do our fright light walk with our kids because it's so fun. It's like meant for kids, and so nothing is like very scary. It's all just like pumpkins, some skeletons, lots of fun music and lights, and it's like one of those, if you've seen like the car Christmas light drive-through that you can do, it's very similar to that except for you walk. So it's like a mile walk through a cornfield with music and lights and decorations, and it's just super fun. So that is a must. That's like our one expensive tradition that we have. I think it's probably $15 to $20 a person, so definitely expensive, but we have so much fun doing it every year, and you do get a pumpkin at the end of it, so worth it, probably. There is a little outdoor shopping village that I want to take my kids to. I think we went last year. Yeah, we went last year with my mom, and I mean, it's over in her neck of the woods, so we probably will go with her again, but we will visit that little shopping center. I do think it would be fun to kind of, for more of a date night, I'm gonna say, I want to watch Hocus Pocus. That's my favorite Halloween movie. So it probably will be next month, not this month, but watch Hocus Pocus with a like Halloween themed charcuterie board. I've seen quite a few of these on Pinterest, and I think they're so cute and fun. So I'd like to attempt to put my own together. And yeah, just have like a fun little themed movie night. This banana bread is smelling so good. I'm so excited for it to come out of there. This one I'm not sure, like totally sure if we'll do it because it's not a necessity, but I would love to get a hot apple cider at Starbucks. Their apple cider in the fall is incredible. So I will say get an apple cider at Starbucks. I think it's a caramel apple cider is what they do. It's just so delicious. So it's making the list. We'll see if we actually do it. I've already got an expensive one on there, so I'm not sure. Aside from that, I feel like those are all the ones that come to mind just like off the top of my head. I mean, like I said, I will talk to my kids to see what they want to do. I also want to get some inspiration probably from like Pinterest. We might put together like a little autumn mood board to like really set our vibe. We'll be doing lots of baking, lots of, I feel like we will be taking advantage of the cooler weather before it gets freezing. We live in Utah, so if you're not from Utah, that means that we don't really get a fall sometimes. It depends. We always get a very long hot summer. We always get a very freezing cold winter. As far as like fall and spring, it's iffy if we will get those seasons for more than like a week. So I'm hoping that with autumn this year, we get more than like 3 days of autumn, but just some cooler weather. I mean, as long as it's like 70s and below, I feel like I'll be happy. But yeah, that is kind of the vibe for now of our autumn. We've got a lot of room here on this bucket list, so we will revisit, I'm sure. All right, I still have 9 minutes on my timer for my banana bread, but it's smelling so good that I feel like it's probably done. So we're gonna pull it out and just see. Oh yeah, done. Perfection. Might be too done. We will see. Gosh, that smells amazing. It is much later now. We did dinner and all of that sort of thing. And now it's getting late. I need to go water my garden and get ready for bed and all of that. But I figured before I finished off this video, kind of welcoming in September, I would share one more genre of things that I'm using to get into more of an autumnal state of mind, I guess. And that is reading. So one of my goals for this year is to read more, and I don't know that I've really been doing the best job of reading more, but I have been putting an effort into like trying to read a little bit here and there throughout the day. So right now I'm reading the 5 Love Languages, which is not at all autumnal or anything related to the fall or September or anything, but I do have a couple books that I am wanting to start. So something about me, I would say I'm like a stressed, bordering on anxious person in general. I feel like I take lots of things very seriously. So when it comes to the media that I'm consuming, I do not want anything that is serious or stressful or, brings anything like that into my life. So I was talking to my dad actually about those thoughts on books and wanting to find books that were like fall themed-ish but wouldn't bring that with them. I think a lot of the like fall books are very like Halloween, spooky, I don't know, stressful books in my opinion. So he recommended I check out The House Witch, which I think is a newer book, because maybe it's not, maybe my library is just not up with it, but it wasn't on the Libby app. My library has no recollection of that at all. So I kind of left it there at like, oh, okay, I guess I'm not gonna read it if it's not available in my library options. But then the other day I was like really wanting something like cozy to read, and I found on the Kindle app that the book The House Witch was on sale for $1, so I treated myself, and I now on my Kindle right here have The House Witch, which I'm going to read. My dad said it was a really cozy read. No spookiness, but very autumnal. It's about a witch, so Halloween vibes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna read it now or save it for October when it's like actually like Halloween, like want to have a witch book. I don't know, we'll see. And then the second one, I was watching a Hannah Atkins video, and she was talking about the things that she's reading this fall, and one of them was Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. Sorry if I totally butcher that, but it sounded very interesting to me. That one is not available on the Libby app or in my library as far as like as a book, but I did see on the Libby app that I can get it as an audiobook. There's a big long wait like basically until the end of the year, but I did sign up for that in hopes that it will just move a little bit faster than Libby thinks it will, which usually I feel like it does. So yeah, I'm hoping to read The House Witch as well as Rebecca. And Rebecca, I mean, it kind of goes against what I was just saying about not wanting like a stressful book. It's like a psychological thriller, and I feel like I do like those sometimes. Like, I can sprinkle them in here and there and not like add extra stress to my life, I guess. So I guess it's about a woman who meets this guy. He's a widower, and his wife Rebecca still has like control over everything in the house that they used to live in and everything. He moves this new woman in, and she's like just experiencing how Rebecca still has everyone and everything. So I'm not totally sure on that plot line. Don't quote me on it, but it did sound very interesting to me. So I'm hoping I can get my hands on a copy of that somewhere, somehow. I'm keeping my eye on it on Kindle to see if maybe the price will just drop randomly. She was saying that that's like kind of a classic. I've never heard of it, but I'm also not like super big in the book world, so maybe it's a classic, who knows. But I'm hopefully going to read it this autumn season. So those are a couple of the things that I'm going to be reading to kind of feel a little bit more autumnal, just have like an autumn vibe to my reading. If you are somebody who reads, I would love to know what you are picking up this season, what you're going to be reading, and maybe if you have read anything in the past that you've enjoyed that has been like a little bit fall-ish, I guess, then I would love to hear about it. And I'm sure if there's other readers watching this video, they'd like to hear your recommendations too, so leave those in the comments below. That is all that I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed kind of welcoming in September with me and just dipping our toes, if you will, into the autumn season. If you liked the video, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again next week for another one. Bye!